Well, it was only yesterday that I was filming and the neighbour came in and said, could you cut me these bolts down? Which turned out the bolts were the wrong thread, so it didn't matter cutting them down. Yeah, just look at all that floor space. Well, the furries didn't come in the middle of the night and take it all away. It were Ian. He put it all on his bench. So, there's a reason for that. Let's just step over Henry. Look at that! Yup at you! I wish it could stay like that. So, two reasons. First, I think I've got a tub of coarse thread bolts in that tub. I couldn't pull it out because of all this stuff here, and I thought, well, tell you what, time for a clean out. And I have a feeling I've got something in there that's over 50 years old that would be ideal for me restoration. Well, started pulling things out. You know, I've got a soft nylon hammer that was up there. I've got this, it looks like a, I don't know, homemade hammer. Hammer shaft. And then look, it's a socket for me socket set. Size is that? 5.5 milli. So that must have bounced and gone under there. So that's a bonus. Boozy bonus going to my socket. Then I found a rolling pin with only one handle. Yeah, you're going to say, why are you keeping that? Well, the time has come to use this. Yes, so we'll leave that out. So we're going to, oh, diamonds. Look at that, look, diamonds, look at the size of that diamond. See if we can glint, oops. See if we can, we'll go for that, we'll go for this big one instead. This big carrot of a diamond. No, that's plastic shit. Right, I'm going to drag that out and see if I've got, oh, I'll tell you what. That looks old, doesn't it? An old little hatchet. That could do for my restoration. Has it got any maker's names on it? Carefully, watch yourself, Ian. It looks, with all the hammering and dings in it, it actually looks forged. Oh no. What else have we got? Oh, but we digress. Oh, we got a shoe last. There's an anvil somewhere for that to fit in. But out there. We've got a little vise. We could restore that, I guess. There doesn't seem anything wrong with it. Or an hammer with an oval shaft. An hammer with an oval shaft. We could restore that. I tell you what, let me drag that out and see if I can find these bolts. Well, stuff me sideways. I've just dragged that out and I've got a pick. I didn't even know I had a pick. Well, a chisel-ended pick. That's got to be over 50-year-old, easily. What else have we got? Chisels, 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 lead. We're digressing, but plate. Big piece of aluminium. I should weigh that in, shouldn't I? I could make it, but when I get my lathe up and running, I could use that for practicing turning on. Back in a bit. Well, we digressed a little and we just started playing, but my memory served me well indeed, in that I did have a tub of coarse threaded But coarse threaded wool, them, it's like it's for screwing into wood and then on top, and it's the right thread, that's just screwing in. Now that gives me some options here, doesn't it? I can at least help my neighbour out, but if I do that, then it's the wood part sticking out. Or if I thread it in the other end, don't forget these are push in, so I could thread this in the other end all the way till it's in and tight and hard, like that. So this threaded bit would be inside of the tube, and I'd have that bit sticking on the outside. Now if I could find some dome headed nuts, I could cover that. Or I could force some nylon nuts onto the end and trim them off. Either way, I'll be able to sort out my neighbour's problem. Winner for me, as in I found my socket, I found some stuff I didn't know I had, I'd forgotten I had. Found some brass, some more brass there. It's amazing how much stuff falls off the bench and into front of this tub. So I'm going to take it all out and clean it anyway. Appears this is where I keep all my hammerheads. I showed you that cobbler's last for the anvil. Well, apparently there's its bigger brother. So all I need to do is find where the anvil is. It's in here somewhere. Oh, what's this? What sort of tool is that? I'm going to say some sort of pry bar. Does anyone know? Does anyone know its particular purpose? I don't know. Find some other stuff that's pretty useful, like these pillar blocks, these bearing shafts. There's all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff that a collector will keep. High speed, very brittle steel for steel cutting saws. That'll stand for ACK, the company I used to work for. So the blades, you know, they bind, they snap, but that'll be ideal for making a marking knife out of it. Well, that's why I kept it all these years. Right, we digress. Well, apparently this tub is where I keep all my shafts. You can't have a big enough shaft, can you? You know, you just need something to stick it in. I'm sorry, you know, puerile humour. Right, I could, Axe-head. Well, there's that hatchet. I could restore that, couldn't I? That's, we're digressing. Table leg. Wood shaft, another axe shaft. Oh, there we go. There we go. I've even got a little hatchet shaft. Or is that? Is it? Or is it? That has to be for an hatchet, doesn't it? Right. Well, there we go. I could restore that. It's a, you know, bit of a poo restoration, isn't it? Just getting an axe head and sticking a shaft in it, but we could put some techniques into it, like electrolysis and other stuff. I'll leave them out. That is an option for my restoration challenge. I'm going to take all that stuff out of there. Well, it's time to get real down and low. So, what have we got under here? Oof. But we can see the wall, we ain't seen that for a long time. Couple of weights. And that looks like copper. And that looks like some lead. Oh, got my torch over here. That's definitely copper. Copper! That's a bit of lead. And what are those weights doing there? Right, I'm going to give all that a clean out as well. The tub's empty. All gone into a plastic bag. We'll sort that out later. As I was rooting through it, I found an 8mm spanner. And I also found a drill rasp. So every time you drop an 8mm or 10mm, it disappears. Right, it's the garage furries, like garage gremlins. They catch these things as they fall and hide them. Right, let me get all that cleaned up, shoved back. I've got an egg to sort out. And just like that, hours later, I decided to take everything out from under there, clean it all. Under there, clean it all. Take everything out from under there, clean it all. And then take everything out from over there and clean it all. Leaving me, I mean, the bench worse than it was before I started. But at least I know where everything is. Whoa, what happened to my floor? Right, get a drink and put everything back. So I really hate it when that happens. And something falls off and everything falls out all over the floor. Hang on. That looks like it's a coarse thread. Might be a blessing in disguise, that. I might have had some help. Well, have you ever had that feeling? Yeah, you're just not going to be beat. Nothing. Look at the state of me. Look at the state of my knees. I'll have to have a wash before I go in. Right. Well, I'm saying, I will not be beaten. Well, I found this me tub of small nuts and bolts, and I very quickly found one of them. They're fitted. And if you found one, there's got to be others. Now I need 8. I've got 3, 6, 7, and one I can cut down. So I've been looking at this. You kind of like get into a zen. You don't like to start such in a zen state where you just sort of look at the overall picture, and the one that you want jumps out at you. Not literally, but you're like, oh, there it is. Subconscious, it knows what you're looking for. And let that do it. Well, I've done that, so I think the idea is to do this pile next. No one's jumped out at me yet. Right, one more, job's a good one. And boosh! 8. And a couple of others, long bolts. Now this one in particular, slot head, wing nut. I know I have a whole bag full of those. And I have an idea where it might be, but I've wasted enough time today. So there we go, folks. My honour is saved. One handful of bolts. My honour? Well, when the guy came, Pete, and knocked on the door halfway through that video yesterday, said, can you help me? Have you got? And I said, if I haven't got it, it's not worth having. Now, I may have wrecked the shed and spent hours doing something I shouldn't have been doing, other things to do, but I did find what I wanted for the restoration challenge, and met my obligation. Right, can't do that egg tonight. It's 7:45 in the evening now. So afraid that's going to have to be in another day. Ian, in here. See you all soon.